In other news, the U.S. and Iran are offering conflicting views on their standoff, with U.S. President Donald Trump voicing optimism for a deal within a week, while Tehran remains tight-lipped. And a renewed fighting between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon is also emerging as a hurdle. Jun-hong has this report.
U.S. President Donald Trump says that a deal with Iran could be reached over the next week. Speaking to ABC News on Monday, Trump called a potential agreement even better than a military victory. On the same day, Iran's foreign ministry said Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has spoken with key Pakistani mediators over ceasefire developments. Yet prospects remain uncertain amid tensions over Israel's attacks in Lebanon. Iran's semi-official Tasnim news agency reported earlier the same day that Iran has halted talks and exchanges of draft proposals with the U.S. through mediators in protest of Israel's attacks in Lebanon. Tehran blamed Washington for delays in ending the conflict, saying the U.S. bears responsibility for Israel's actions and warning that any truce violation could undermine the broader ceasefire.
We emphasized and still emphasize this point, that the ceasefire in Lebanon is an inseparable part of any ceasefire and any final agreement to end the war.
Trump said Israel and Hezbollah had agreed to dial back fighting after speaking with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and communicating with the Lebanese militant group through mediators. Trump announced the development after a reportedly tense call with Netanyahu, pressing Israel to scale back its offensive in Lebanon over concerns it could disrupt negotiations with Iran. He said no troops would be sent to Beirut and those already on their way had turned back. Netanyahu confirmed the talks but warned strikes could resume if Hezbollah continued operations. Meanwhile, tensions between Washington and Tehran remain unsolved beyond the Israel-Hezbollah issue. According to CNN, Trump sent back a draft MOU to Iran with tougher terms, seeking firm assurances from Tehran on its nuclear program and reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Adding to tensions, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said it struck a commercial vessel in Gulf waters in retaliation for what it called a U.S. attack on an Iranian ship. Jun-hong, Arirang News.